to drop. Your Storm Team 4 forecast is ahead. So we got all that going on. Good morning, everybody. It is 4 a.m. on.
We love it.
Yelling. Lauren Scala's here tracking them. Trying to have some energy. Rosa and Storm Team 4's Maria LaRosa is here with today's forecast. Maria.
All right, we are talking about that drop. Yeah, eventually. But today is just a few clouds from time to time, getting to see some stars break through. If you've peeked out already this morning, 64 in the city, 62 in Islip. We're down to 55 in Poughkeepsie. Keeping an eye on the fog situation, just a few patchy areas. We'll see how that progresses over the next couple of hours. Otherwise, again, fair skies out there now. 76 degrees under mostly sunny skies by lunchtime. Pick your spot in the park. It's going to be nice. Summery feel by 4 o'clock as we close in on 80. Staying warm in through the evening hours, 72 degrees still by 10 o'clock tonight. All right, Lauren, how are things?
If you are headed out right now, not too much getting in your way. Heading over to the Van Wyck Expressway, you have construction on the southbound side between Atlantic Avenue and Liberty Avenue, so it's a bit of a slowdown there. And then heading over to the Southern State Parkway eastbound, also some more road work heading into Hempstead Avenue. You have some minor delays that go back to the Cross Island Parkway. There was a crash on the...
I was checking with Storm Team 4's Maria LaRosa, so this is the day, right, Maria? We're getting the August day in October?
Yeah, you know, it felt pretty close to that yesterday, too. We had some sunshine. It's going to be mostly sunny again today on our way up to 80 again. Brooklyn, Queens starting off in the mid-60s right now. Staten Island, you're at 61. Calm winds in the Bronx and 63. That's what we find at Central Park. But yes, sun and clouds and then mostly sunny by midday, already pushing into the low 70s. Headed up to near 80 degrees for the city, 83 in Newark, mid and upper 70s about that.
If you are getting on this...
Amazing. All right. Well, you know, we've had some pretty notorious weather at the end of October. As we head into the weekend in mid-October, we do have a system we're watching closely, but we have some room to make up as far as rainfall goes. It's been a really dry start to October. We've only had about 1/4 of an inch, and this is for Central Park, where month to date, we'd be around 2 inches of rainfall. So as we head into the weekend, again, making a little bit of a dent in that with some areas, especially north and west, potentially as much as 1, maybe 2 inches of rainfall. But you can see as showers and thunderstorms come through, maybe 1/2 inch across some twinkling lights and stars. 63. Anything really dense out there, but here and there, especially in valley areas. So if you were in one of those spots, that could be an issue for you this morning. Otherwise, we are all about that summery feel today. 80 degrees. We're on track to pick that high number today. 83 for Newark, 76 in Bridgeport, 74 in Islip again. But the change is coming early tomorrow where we have those southerly winds, 20 to 30 plus. Take them in because we are really in for a couple of breezy days. That's all ahead of the cold front, timing that storm and the shower threat. Again, most of the first half of tomorrow dry. We're starting off certainly tomorrow morning on the dry side, but you can see by late lunchtime, that line starts to approach from the north and west. Enough of the gusty winds. We could see a few of those trigger some strong thunderstorm warnings. We'll keep that and definitely keep you up to date on that. But by about dinner time, we see that leading edge coming through the city, Hudson Valley, Connecticut, Long Island. It clears out quickly, and we are left with a lot of bright October sunshine and temperatures to go with it into the too. All right, 416, Lauren, what's going on?
All right, largest Halloween parade in the world. Greenwich Village. Yeah, I looked it up just to make sure. But, you know, it's 4 a.m. You have road work heading southbound by Lake Street, and then again heading into the Cross Westchester Expressway. You have some minor delays on 95 heading southbound into the Portchester construction zone. Over on the Van Wyck Expressway, things are more slow going than they were a little while ago. So southbound heading into Liberty Avenue, you still have some road work, and we'll take a live look out effect. Michael, back to you.
Lauren, thanks so much. It is 4. conditions as well. Interesting to read those right there. 4:25 right now. Lauren and Maria are here with us on an early Friday morning. What's happening?
We're happy it's Friday.
We are happy it's Friday and getting a little summer.
Yeah, this is
great. A little summer to wrap it up. Yeah, because we're going to be hit with fall come Monday. So enjoy it. Pick your spot in the
7 A, E, D, F, and J lines, and that is scheduled to wrap up by 5 a.m.
Okay, Warren, thanks very much. Now, the Long Island Railroad is warning conductors after an undercover sting involving passengers' tickets. Undercover investigator. Good morning. 4:30 a.m. on this Friday, the middle of October, October 15th. Michael Gargiulo, Darlene Rodriguez has the morning off. Right? I'm like so proud of myself.
Yeah,
and 34's Maria LaRosa is here with a warm mid-October.
It is incredibly warm. We're talking about this is more in line with late August and early September.
Yeah.
Yes, here we go. Let's get right to it. I'm going to start with the really big picture. See that little swirl of clouds up in Canada? That was the winter storm that brought all that snow to the Rockies. It's stretched out, but this is the line, the cold front. It is trying to drag on through. That'll catch up with us tomorrow. So we're in that really warm part of the whole setup. And so it's going to be actually a pretty nice day. If you like late summer, early fall weather, 63 in the city. We've got 62 in Islip, 63 in Bridgeport, down to 54 in Poughkeepsie, 51 in Monticello. Most areas, fair skies, like the view from Brooklyn Heights. Seeing some patchy fog, not like yesterday, but just a heads up, especially in the valley spots. And then by this afternoon, already pushing the mid-70s at lunchtime, 80 by 4 o'clock. A few clouds, but staying warm, pleasant for dinner time, 73 degrees and still through 10 o'clock tonight. All right, Lauren, how are things going?
This week has been a treat, especially in the evenings. I've seen so many people really taking advantage of outdoor dining and all of that, so it's nice to have another night. If you're headed out the door right now, not much going on the roads, but on the George Washington Bridge, on the inbound upper level, there is some police activity mid-span there, so it is causing some delays getting into that, and I will continue to keep you posted. Stick with the lower level for now. Then heading over to the Van Wyck Expressway, that construction out there is causing a delay. You can see a live picture, but that's southbound heading into Liberty Avenue. Outside of this, really no delays on the roads. Michael, back to you.
Right now, though, at 4:40, we want to check in with Storm King 4's Maria LaRosa.
You know, I think if we stopped right here, we'd be fine with these numbers for high temperatures. In fact, 66, 68. Above average for this time of year for highs. But that's what we find in Brooklyn and Queens. Staten Island down to 60 degrees now with fair skies, 63 in the Bronx, and that's what we find at Central Park with mainly clear skies. So from time to time, we'll get some clouds in there, but mostly sunny straight through the afternoon. By lunchtime, already pushing the mid-70s on our way up to 80 today. So near record highs. Keep the short sleeves handy. Umbrellas needed tomorrow with showers and thunderstorms. I'll time those out for you so you can time your weekend. And speaking of, keep the sweaters handy too. By Sunday you'll need them, but Sunday won't be the coldest of the week. I'll show you that in the 10-day forecast.
Wow, coldest of the week after talking about 80-degree temperature, right, Maria? What a change. Still to come. 40, a fight to protect the animals. Tell you what the zoo is saying. Then, if you're prepared to be at the singles table at your next wedding, and that +1 in today's CNBC Money Report.
I have a wedding to go to this weekend, and I'm a single, so let's bring it. If you're headed out right now, there is planned track work on the 4, 7, AE, D, F, and J lines, so that'll wrap up in about 20 minutes. Major commuter rail lines, so far so good. Now we'll take a live look outside at the Alexander Hamilton Bridge, where you do
tells us the biggest Greenwich Village.
Greenwich Village, of course.
So cool, all that in our area. All right, so it got me thinking, the countdown, we're starting to see, of course, let's get closer to Halloween, 16 days away. Thanksgiving, 36. Hanukkah, 44. Christmas, about 71 days away. And, of course, 2022, 78. Plaza right now is just quiet. As tonight, we'll start to see the clouds move back in, so after a mostly sunny afternoon. But any morning plans, you're in good shape as far as the weather goes. It's just going to be really breezy, and you're going to feel that humidity. It is, though, by late lunchtime, early afternoon, the line of showers, even a few thunderstorms, begins to approach from the northwest. Leading edge coming through the Hudson Valley, the city, down the shore by about dinner time, and then continuing across Long Island and Connecticut, and really beginning to clear out pretty quickly after midnight and cooling down. But watch those winds, dangerous gusts in that 20, 30 plus mile per hour range for a couple of hours. You maybe want to take the Halloween decorations in. At first, they're from the south, and then they quickly turn to the northwest. We're breezy Sunday and Monday, too, but much cooler. So if you are going to try and do some leaf peeping this weekend, because we're nearing peak from the Catskills, the Poconos, Adirondacks into New England, make it early as that rain and the wind weather. In fact,
not too much on the roads. Maria, good morning. You can see lots of green on the maps. You do have some construction delays out there, though. On the Van Wyck Expressway southbound between Atlantic Avenue and Liberty Avenue, you have some lanes blocked there, so you can see things are slow going. Then over on 95, heading into the Portchester construction zone, delays are building there. Northbound still moving along nicely, though. And heading over to the Alexander Hamilton Bridge, those delays are starting to ease out heading into the outbound GWB because construction has pretty much wrapped up. In fact, we'll take a live look out getting into it either. Alternate side of the street parking rules, meter rules, they're both in effect. Michael, back to you.
Warren, thanks very much. 449. Now in New Jersey, police in Newark are.
First time they have fans back, it must have been really.
I know,
nice to
really,
be in the garden.
it's really great to have our local teams back. We just gotta change the scores.
I had a blue dress ready to go.
There you go.
Hopefully next week.
It's a long season. We're gonna point it at a time. What's going on there, Maria?
All right, the low 70s by lunchtime, mostly sunny skies. Back up
the 4, 7, AE, D, F, and J lines.
Okay, wow. All right, well, here's something for the weekend, because this morning you can enjoy Adele's new single. It's called Easy on Me.
State College to Burlington in the 50s and 60s. 63 degrees right now at Central Park. So what we're seeing now is mainly high clouds. Seeing a few. Really, really quiet. Beautiful picture from Brooklyn Heights. Clear skies right now. 68 degrees at 10 o'clock, already pushing the mid-70s by lunchtime. Mostly sunny, summery near 80 at 4 o'clock, and staying mild in the 70s through this evening. So enjoy another rare October mild evening, Lauren.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'll take like another 20 if you're up for it. I could stay cooler during the day, but I love that warm evening air. If you're headed out right now, you're in for a pretty nice ride. There are not too many issues on the roads. The two spots I'm seeing delays, Portchester construction zone, so 95 southbound coming from Connecticut into Westchester County. That's slow ride. And then heading over to the Van Wyck Expressway, that's backed up between Atlantic Avenue and Liberty Avenue. Again, construction out there. But
09, we do want to check in with Storm Force Maria LaRosa, looking at Friday weather. So what a change we're going to see between today, tomorrow, and then Sunday, Maria.
I know, and that's the beauty of fall, especially if you love all kinds of weather, because we are getting that summery feel today, and it's all about the fall feel early next week. Right now, it is a pretty looking start, fair skies, so we're seeing some patchy fog out there with the light winds, but warming up quickly into the mid-70s in some areas as early as lunchtime. We'll be there by this evening, so should be very calming. So short sleeves for today. Keep the umbrellas handy tomorrow. The wind, along with that, I'll time out the storm threat, and keeping the sweaters, of course, handy for Sunday. But this is not going to be the coldest high temperature of the week. I'll show you that in the 10-day forecast.
All right, Maria, we'll look forward to that. Thomas Jefferson to be taken out of City Hall.
All of the overnight track work wrapped up on time, so the subways are looking good, as well as the major commuter
restaurant owner, and they're going to make a six-figure donation to Houston Random Act of Kindness. So Megan Thee Stallion's Hottie Sauce, available at fine restaurants
and
everywhere.
the off-menu version's the Hottie Yaddy sauce. Just kidding, not true, but it would be great if they did that.
I think that's great, right?
Yeah, and then you got to sing the song when you eat it.
Oh, okay. Well, then
Michael's going to do it for
I'm going to have to get right on that.
Yes, please. Yes, please. But all these collaborations with these food places now with the musicians.
Right, McDonald's does it.
Right, yeah. Okay. Activities outside with the kids on Sunday, but lots of sunshine headed our way.
All right, good. What a change. Hottie sauce.
Hottie sauce. So most people are still in for a very nice drive.
Okay, Lauren, thanks so much. Tomorrow is Black Poetry Day, and the haikus of Black author Richard Wright will be celebrated across downtown Brooklyn. Seen into tomorrow is a set of 7 murals featuring short poems as the FDA turns its attention now to the Johnson & Johnson doses today. Well, good morning, everybody. 5:30 a.m. on this Friday, October 15th. I'm Michael Gargiulo. Darlene Rodriguez has the morning off, but Lauren Scala's here tracking our roads and rails, and Storm Team 4's LaRosa is here with today's special forecast for special weather, right?
Oh, special, yeah. It's a nice. I think it's a nice way. I'm a fall lover, and
yes,
I can appreciate how nice it will be for this Friday. It's a nice little summer break. Let's show you what we're dealing with right now. Stormier weather for us tomorrow, but right now just some clouds moving over, thin clouds. 64 at Central Park, 61 in Bridgeport, already 66 in Newark. So we're off to a mild start, and starting to see some of the valley fog fill in. So from the Delaware Valley, Hudson Valley, even on up into New England. So just a heads up there. Otherwise, fair skies, and we're headed to mostly sunny skies for the lunch hour. 76 by then, up to 80 by 4 p.m., and then still comfortable, really mild, pleasant. If you want to dine outside, 7 p.m. temperature still in the low to mid 70s. All right, Lauren, how are things moving along?
Things are moving along out there pretty nicely. You have a couple of slowdowns. Let's start with the accident on the Major Deegan southbound heading into West 230th Street. That is certainly causing delays. So heading south in this area, you might want to stick with the Henry Hudson Parkway or the Bronx River Parkway instead. Then over 95 southbound into that Portchester construction zone, you have delays. It looks like they're getting better, not worse. But if you're headed out right now, just keep that in mind. Michael, back to you.
Lauren, thank you very much.
October, where we're getting more of a late August, September vibe today. We do have fair skies over the city, so off to a quiet start. 63 degrees now with some patchy fog I'm seeing starting to fill in some of the valley areas. Warming up quickly, though. We'll be in the low to mid 70s by lunchtime, edging our way close to 80 today, so staying mild straight through this evening, although we'll start to see the clouds increase. So that means short sleeves for today. It's umbrellas tomorrow, and hang on to them. Those winds will be howling. Time out that storm threat. Keep the sweaters for Sunday. But we have some really chilly mornings and even colder days ahead in that 10-day forecast.
Maria, thanks so much. Coming up, trend in New Jersey.
Suspension just came in on the 6 train a moment ago. 6 train service is suspended in both directions between Hunts Point Avenue and 125th Street. Otherwise, the rails are okay, but I'll keep you posted about this. Heading over to the roads, you have delays on Route 3 eastbound because of construction by Passaic Avenue. And we'll take a live look outside at the George Washington Bridge, where there's a stalled truck on the inbound upper level there that see the approach of that line of showers, maybe a few thunderstorms, very gusty winds. And then by dinner time, we're talking Hudson Valley through the city and beginning to cross Connecticut and Long Island as we get into the later part of the evening with some heavy rainfall. It should be brief. It's in and out really for most areas by 10, 11 o'clock. And in fact, skies clearing after midnight. But look at the temperatures really cooling down very quickly, 40s and 50s. Highlighting some of the wind.
Lauren only rides in the Chariot. The carousel will be open daily from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. So it's great to come back. Yes, Lauren.
That footage looks like it's from 1908.
That's actually Lauren.
Yeah, that's me. But that's in 1983. No, that's amazing. I love a carousel, and I love a historic carousel. We have a couple of them in New York. That's
Lauren only rides in the Chariot. The carousel will be open daily from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. So it's great to come back. Yes, Lauren.
That footage looks like it's from 1908.
That's actually Lauren.
Yeah, that's me. But that's in 1983. No, that's amazing. I love a carousel, and I love a historic carousel. We have a couple of them in New York. That's great information.
Yeah, and it's 1908.
I think we should send Tracy.
All right.
I love that. I love that.
But she has to be in the Chariot.
Yes.
In your Chariot. What's going on there, Maria? Great day to be out on the carousel, right?
And anywhere in some. The kids are headed to school soon. Just keep in mind, I'm starting to see a little bit of fog develop. Some of those showers moving in.
Well, meanwhile, the commuter alerts on the subway, they've gotten worse.
They've actually gotten better.
Or gotten better. I meant to say gotten worse.
No.
Seemed like there were more lines involved.
There are, but you know what? It does get worse most of the time. But right now, actually, we just got an update.
Corrected.
Michael, you're great. I always appreciate your traffic input. There are delays in both graphic. 5 and 6. The 6 was suspended a little while ago, so this is the improvement.
Self-shredding artwork by this mysterious artist just sold for 20 times the original price. Now, the painting is called Love is in the Bin. It went viral 3 years ago when the frame destroyed half the painting seconds after it sold at auction. Now, at that time, the painting sold for $1.4 million. Yesterday, the painting sold in London for just over $25 million.
Wow.
I guess hopefully it doesn't just self-destroy again.
I don't think it's going to destroy itself.
Banksy's a phenomenon.
Then again, knowing Banksy, it might.
Right.
It's like, 25 mil, it's done.
Can you imagine that?
I mean, how about the digital copy of that video of the reaction?
Yeah.
That could go for something. What do they call it? Not FTP. What are they?
NFT. Sometimes we call it the NFL.
That's right. Oh, my goodness. All right. Well, we've got a really nice looking morning. And if you're about ready to get the kids off to school, still seeing a few.
Darlene Rodriguez has the morning off, but Lauren Scala's here tracking some commuter alerts, which are getting better, Lauren.
Yeah, they are.
Despite what I said earlier, and Storm Reporter's Maria LaRosa's here with a look at today's forecast, which is getting warmer. I got that right.
You definitely have that right. We are definitely getting warmer. It's mild already, and, we've been dealing with some fog just about every morning, and still some out.
Delays are 45 minutes, though, but they won't get worse. Hopefully, they should just get better. There's an accident still out there, though, on the Long Island Expressway on the lower level approaching the BQE, and delays go all the way back to the Grand Central Parkway. So this has been out there for a little while. And finally, heading over to the subways, you have delays in both directions on the 1, 4, 5, and 6 lines. Michael, back to you.
Lauren, thank you very much. Now to a developing story. Former President Bill Clinton in the hospital in California on News 4. Right now, though, we are already up to 65 degrees, Maria, at 6:39.
Which would be above average for this time of year if it was the high temperature. So that really kind of tells you we're still out of whack here. It is a pretty sunrise, though. We have some high clouds. This is the view from one of the cameras in Times Square. So we'll get some sun in there, and that gets to work really quickly. 74 by noontime. We'll be near 80 degrees for the high, but still in the low 70s, even through late evening. So really mild, pretty quiet if you have any evening plans. Short sleeves, that's the attire for the day. And then umbrellas, you'll need them if you're going to be out tomorrow afternoon and evening. Fine-tune that timing of the showers and the thunderstorms. Gusty winds, keeping in mind you'll need the sweaters.
In your freezer right now. Then it is the second turn to the Jersey Shore.
We got to go to that. If you're headed out right now, you have delays in both directions on the 1, 4, 5, 6, and D lines. Major commuter rail lines are on or close to schedule, and we'll take a live look outside at the rest of it out there on the
New Yorkers just love to debate who's got the best pizza, coffee, borough.
But there's no debate about this. News 4 New York and Telemundo 47 have the most accurate forecasts in the tri-state.
And that's certified by WeatherRate, an independent service that tracks forecasts. Try arguing with that.
So while there's still debate about who is the best bagels,
there's no doubt where to get the best forecast.
Trust 2 stations, News 4 in English, Telemundo 47 in Spanish. Certified the most accurate.
Really gorgeous. You have the city lights, you have the colors in the sky, just a little bit of cloud cover, and that's about it. Pretty quiet. 65 mild degrees, again, in line with what is average for this time of year for high temperatures. 65 in Newark. We've got up to 80 today, 81 in Newark. Some areas getting a little close to record highs, all because of that warm surge ahead of the cold front, which will start to bring us clouds by tomorrow morning. So early half of the day, we're still in good shape, not looking at the rainfall, although the winds will really start to pick up 20 to 30 miles per hour. And you can see the line of rain and storms really beginning to fill in that 4 to 5 p.m. time frame. After that, continuing across the Hudson Valley, Connecticut, Long Island, as well as you get into that 8, 9 p.m. hour. The back edge rapidly moving out, and we'll see clearing skies, but look at the temperatures already dropping into the 40s and the 50s. So that cooler, drier air rushes in, still 60 degrees. All right, 647. Lauren, what's going on out there?
Here's a couple of things. There's plenty of people on the roads. The commute is not as bad as it has been on prior days this week, but you still have delays in both directions on the 1, 4, 5, 6, and D lines. Heading over to the Long Island Expressway, here's where it splits with the upper and lower level. So westbound, when you're heading towards the BQE, there's still an accident out there on the lower level, and I'm going to show you what the delays look like out by the Grand Central Parkway. We'll take a live look out there. You can see that's how far back the delay goes. That's pretty bad. And it goes. Here's the Alexander Hamilton Bridge. There are reports of an accident. That new traffic pattern is, and it's certainly jammed up getting into it. So heads up, and alternate side of the street parking rules and meter rules, they're both in effect.
Lauren for that. How's it going, Lauren?
Michael, it's not too bad. You have delays in service changes on the 4, 5, 6, and D lines. Heading over to the Alexander Hamilton Bridge, here's a live look. You can see those delays getting into the Bronx on the Cross Bronx, and that's all because of a stalled vehicle by Jerome Avenue. So you also have a disabled truck before the tolls at the GW Bridge. It's 35 minutes at the lower level, 60 minutes inbound at the upper level. Over on 1 and 9 northbound. Michael, there are delays out there in both directions on the 6 train, and if you're getting on the roads, the George Washington Bridge is the last place you want to go right now. There's about a 75-minute delay inbound, and this is all because of the stalled truck out there on the Cross Bronx Expressway out by Jerome Avenue. So that's been out there for a while. If you're headed to the Lincoln Tunnel, Holland Tunnel, way. There is an accident coming off the Cross County Parkway eastbound on the ramp to the Hutch. That's slowing things down. And then over on the Gowanus, BQE combo, you can see in both directions.